I enjoy a lot of things. I'm customer service oriented. I love doing service. But right now I've been looking at being a chef. My husband and I have talked about this. And he's retiring the end of this year. I'm looking at retiring next October. So we're going to go to school, and we're contemplating on being private chefs because we enjoy cooking. It's something we can do together. And in our retirement and travel.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Y'all cards, y'all like
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, you wanna?
okay, yeah, I'll go.
Sure.
Woo, all right. So, on my vision board, I have Lisa Inc., which Lisa's my name, but it's Let's Inspire Sisters to Achieve, where I do interviews with women of color just to hear their stories. And I just want that to become bigger. But the biggest one that I have, I want to do, okay, I have to, let me just go back. It's going to take a minute. Let me get my story together. So my birthday is April 12th. On April 12th of 2008, my son called to wish me happy birthday, and an hour later he was murdered. So it was always hard for me to celebrate my birthday. But this year, Angie and I, we got through my first happy birthday on my birthday. Yeah, she went and got me the cake, and I look at the cake, and I dropped the phone inside the cake. And my big goal is I want to share, I want to get a book together for mothers who lost their children. They, have a photo of their kid and tell the story, because the pain is every day. It doesn't go away. I mean, with any loss, with mom, but when you lose your child, you just deal with it, you know what I mean? And one of the a police officer, he gave me this thing. He said from 1985 to I think it was like 2005, 500,000 young black men were killed by 500,000 black men, young, single. So he said we have lost 1 million of our young black men. And and then I shied away from it because the pain, I was just tired of hurting. But my husband and Angela said, everything is not about you. It's about the bigger cause. So I have to get this book out because I have a lot of hurting mothers that want their child to be remembered. And I'm one of them. Yeah.
So Lisa, oh, you explained why. Okay, I was going to say, you said Lisa Inc. So I think that's interesting that she named it Lisa Inc. and then gave, names for it. Yeah, acronyms, thank you. And, but I have something for you. It's, and I don't want you to forget it, it's in the closet,
Right.
in a plastic bag. I met a woman in Austin, Texas, when I went to go speak, and she lost her daughter, and she wrote a book about it, so I wanted to share it with Lisa. So I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about it.
Because people tend to say, we don't look like our pain. But this one woman said to me, well, you don't look like you lost a child. I'm like, I don't know what that looked like, but I'm not sitting up here making this story up, But we don't look like our pain. It's not that we're hiding it. It's just life still goes on. So you're either going to deal with it and find a way, or you're going to kill yourself. There's either or. And I chose to just deal with it and try to help other mothers deal with their pain as well.
I'm sure that helps you.
Yes.
Because it's not about coping with the pain, right? Because coping
Keeps it present.
Yeah.
come on, say it. And it keeps us in repetitive cycles.
Right.
Right. And so we have to learn to deal and address, face those things head on. And that was one of the things that I thank God that I learned in my early 20s. I'm about to be 47. But had I not dealt with those things, I cannot be present here in the moment to hear and release what God is saying. Because what happens is when you're not, your trauma is speaking, and your trauma blocks your hearing, right? And so you can't manifest and flow in the things that God has called you to manifest and flow in, right? So this is a season of releasing, woman of God. This is a season of releasing what God has called you to do, okay? Everybody in this room, it is a season of releasing what God has called you to do. In our imperfections, but we're still perfect because we're made and created in the image of God. So we're the physical formation of what God is. And that alone perfects us and allows us to be perfect, regardless of life experiences.
Good stuff. So, yeah, Monica's name.
Mine, of course, is traveling. I've always wanted to open up a traveling business and just always told me that I would be good at it, even though now I don't travel as much as I used to. People still think I get on a plane every week and go somewhere. And I'm like, I work. But you can't, no, you don't. You always be somewhere else. I'm at work. So I think that if I were to manifest into that travel business, people will listen to me and want to book to me, because everywhere I go, I don't know if you know, I don't take a lot of pictures of myself. I take pictures of the things that I'm doing, because I'm like, they know how I look. They don't know how all this other stuff looks. So let me take pictures of the sites on what I do. And a lot of people, even my family, looks to me as to, where you going next? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? So I think that if I start doing that, then I will get a lot. I don't want to lose Delta. I still love the company. But Delta makes it where you don't have to work if you don't want to. You still have your benefits.
They are.
You can give away your hours. You can do all types of stuff if you work with Delta, because they want you to travel. So I went to a conference this past 2 days. Flight attendants that have been with the company for 50 years work once a week or once a month, and they travel everywhere. So that's my manifestation, just to do a travel business.
I'm sorry.
No, come on.
Oh my God. Lord Jesus. Okay.